So let's super dope, super talented. We're excited to have you. Let's jump into who you are and what kind of music you make.
Uh, it's I don't really put like a label on it. I just create music. It could be hip hop. It could be considered pop to some people. R&B, rap. It's whatever. I just create. Um, but I'm Xion Mcknight. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, South Side to be exact, Clayton County.
Okay, dope, dope. That's awesome. I think you said it perfectly in terms of like the kind of music that you make is just it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
categorized. Like it doesn't fit
yeah.
into a single category. You have a very versatile sound from the projects that I've checked out. Um, you dropped your new single "Peace," which is out everywhere on all platforms. Congratulations off of that.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Of course, of course. How are you feeling after the release? What has the response been like?
I like it. I'm excited about it. I got a video that's coming with it soon. So yeah, just tune in for that
Okay,
too.
okay, we got a video coming. So let's talk about how you created the song. How did it all come about? What was the inspiration behind it?
Oh man, I was just in the studio because I got the studio at the crib. So I was just in the studio, just vibing and just I heard the beat, I played the beat, and I just went in and did that. And normally, like when I create my music, I just like I don't never have like a specific thing that I'm thinking about before I make it. I just create it, and then with whatever it is or whatever I hear after it is just what I call it. And at the time while I was making it, I was just thinking about just like personal things that was going on in my life that I could touch on without being like direct or anything.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I definitely get that vibe from that song. Why did you call it Peace? Why is it named Peace?
Um, just cause when I said the part where I was like, sometimes you gotta go to war for you to find some peace. So I was just thinking like, what could I call this? So I was just like, I'm gonna just name it Peace.
Yeah. So
And
it just
that's
came kind of
I
after
got
you were done recording it.
right, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Very organic, very natural. Sometimes those are the best songs.
yeah, most definitely.
Cool. So you
Yeah,
said you're also from Atlanta. Is that where you were born and raised?
yeah. Riverdale, Georgia, Southern Regional Hospital,
Okay.
Clayton
Born
County.
and raised. And that's where you're currently based right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Based in Atlanta, born and raised. How did growing up in Atlanta kind of shape your sound to the sound that you have now?
Um, well, where I'm at, like, it's not really a specific sound. It's like a lot of artists is from where I am, like Walker Flocka, Trinidad, OG Mako. They all like have their own kind of like different sound. So everybody kind of like specifically where I'm at is like very versatile. So it's you just whatever your own experiences are in life or whatever you going through, that's gonna be your sound that you put in your music. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And that's a good point. I think, a lot of artists love to pull from their backgrounds, the cities that they grew up in terms of how that shaped their sound. I would love to talk
Right.
about, you know, your sound and how that got curated. I know you said it's based on your experiences. Are there any experiences like, or one maybe defining experience that you had that you would say kind of influence your decision to make music in general?
Um. Yeah. It's a lot. I would say definitely. Just as a kid, the a lot of the troubles that I went in. Well, first of all, I had already, just always been making music in high school, like just period, just
Mm-hmm.
always playing around with it and just always, doing my thing with that. But I didn't get like really, really serious with it and really start creating until probably about till I was like 20 or something like that.
Okay.
And probably like around that time, I was like I had gotten a little bit of trouble and whatnot after that. So then, when I did that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and take this serious.
Okay, so what was that defining moment? You said you got in trouble a little bit. When did you realize that you could sing? Like, did you just hop in a booth and were just like, I got
Uh,
this? Or when
yeah, I
when
even
did
really
you make
think I could
music?
sing like that. I don't know. I just it's just a feeling that I be having. I went and I just go in and just have this kind of melodic flow and thing that I have in my mind that I just do. But yeah, to be honest, I don't really think I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. I think there's a little bit of a delay on somebody's end. I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
So,
You can hear me? You can hear me.
yeah, I can hear
It
you.
stopped working.
Can you hear me?
There's a delay. Let's just add you back in. I'm gonna close you out and then just send another
Yeah, I can hear
request.
you. Right.
Yeah, there's a delay. All right, let's do that. Remove. He'll be back. Xion Mcknight in the building, R&B artist based in Atlanta, Georgia. Reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Lloyd reference for those who got that. Oh, what's happening? I feel like you can't do too many IG lives in a day or else it'll start doing this. Add him back in. Sirens though.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes, much
Hey,
better.
what's up? Okay, cool.
All right, we're
Yeah.
good. So as we were talking about, you're saying that you had an experience that kind of shaped you going into music now. You realized that you could sing. I didn't catch the part where you said, like, at what point did you realize that you could make music and that it was decent or good enough to put out?
Um, Probably when I was in high school, when I was cause it's like me and my friends, we had made like a whole bunch of mixtapes, and I had passing them out in
Mm-hmm.
school, and just like a whole bunch of people was just saying like just talking about how dope it was and just how our sound was just different, and so that's what kind of influenced me to just start it like being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and take this serious.
Right, right. Okay, that's a great experience then. So it seems like you knew early on that this is what you wanted to do. Did you hear me?
Yeah, what? Shout out to my boy,
Okay, I don't know
Wasted
why.
Flow.
It just the audio keep going in and out. That looks like a
Can you
pretty
hear me?
balcony though, wherever you are. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. I think it's just something with the connection. I'm not sure.
I appreciate it.
I think it's just a delay, I guess. Yes, I can I can hear you. Um, let's just, keep it going. If it cuts out, it cuts out. Sometimes
Okay,
we'll be able to get the whole thing, the whole interview on the IGTV afterwards, so it's no worries. But
okay,
okay, dope. Let's talk about, what you got going on in the
okay.
future. Are you working on anything right now? Any projects, any EPs, new singles?
Yeah. Right now I'm working on my album that's gonna come out probably sometime in like October, November. It's gonna be called Be Aware. Right now, we working on one of my homie Way Too Cold, Scott Taylor, coming out called Matrix. That we working on um right now that he's dropping in September. After that, around like October or something, I'll be coming with my like full length project that I'll be dropping. It'll be like my first full project.
Okay. Okay, first full project coming out in October, you said? You
Mm-hmm.
said October. Sorry, I can't. It's
Yep,
delay, man. Okay.
October.
Are you connected to Wi-Fi? Are you connected to your Wi-Fi? I think maybe that might be the
Can you hear
problem.
me?
I can hear you. It's just it's a delay. It's like a lag.
Yeah, October.
Okay. So we got the project coming out in October. We'll be on the lookout for that. Um, yeah, no, it's like freezing now too. I'm not sure what is happening. Hmm. We'll wait for him to reconnect. What's going on with the Wi-Fi or the connection issues? But shout out King of Long Island in the building. We see you. Hello to everybody joining. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think his Wi-Fi disconnected, but we can wait for him to come back or send a message when he's ready. For now, we'll go ahead and play his music for you guys. Zion, if you're reading this, let me know what's going on or when you're ready. But, anyways, for those who are just now tuning in, this is Remix Magazine. I'm your host, Tally Spencer, and we host interviews with upcoming independent artists on this platform. We have our website, our magazine, remixmagazine.com, so feel free to check it out if you want to learn more about some independent artists who may be in your area. Zion is back. Let's go ahead and try to add him in. Hopefully it works this time. Hello. Oh, we got a new location. Okay.
All right, yeah, I just went inside.
Yeah, I think that's better because the Wi-Fi probably wasn't reaching out there.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good
Okay.
now.
All right, bet. Bet, bet.
Cool. All right, so I wanted to just talk about the album that's coming out again in October. I know you said that we got some stuff to be on the lookout for. Are you gonna plan to release any singles in the meantime?
Yeah. I'm gonna probably release about one or two more songs in the meantime, till the album comes out.
Okay. What can we expect from the album overall as a whole? Is it anything like Peace that you released last week?
Man, nah, it's a lot more energy, than peace. It's gonna be, just a lot of like, it's gonna be crazy. I can't really describe it, but yeah, I can't wait for y'all to hear it though. I think the next song that I'm dropping is definitely gonna be more of a kind of a better take for what the album is gonna sound like. Most
The
definitely.
next one that you're dropping? Okay. And what can you tell us about that? Is it like an R&B track? Are you going to be singing more, rapping more? Let us know what we should
I'm gonna
expect.
do both. I'm gonna do both on this one. I'm gonna be singing and rapping on this one. It's gonna be a lot more of a kind of a more Atlanta vibe to it, more trap vibe to it. Um, yeah.
More Atlanta, more trap sounds. Okay. Would you say that you have a like a traditionally Atlanta-based sound, or where do you feel like you fit in on that spectrum, if you do?
I think yeah, it'll probably be like I would probably call it more of a new Atlanta bass sound. That I would call it. It's just like
Okay.
how I said before. It's just a lot of my influences. I got some influences that come from Atlanta. I got some influences that come from Houston. Some influences that come from Cali, and I just curate all that into my music.
Okay. Who are some artists that inspire your sound today?
I would definitely say Saint John, and artists is like Rumor. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He spells like RMR. I would definitely say Travis. Uh, The Weeknd, those artists.
Okay, Travis, The Weekend, Rumor. I got to check him out. Is he Atlanta based? You said?
Rumor? Nah, I think he's from. I'm not sure exactly where he's from. I don't ever think he ever said
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
So, what kind of music does he make?
Um, it's kind of like the same type of. It's very versatile. It
Versatile.
doesn't really have a specific genre to it.
Okay, cool. I gotta put that on my list to check it out.
Yeah.
So dope. Let's continue to, get into you and your music, and let's talk about, what really inspires you to continue to make music every day. Like, why did you choose this industry?
I would say what inspires me to make music, it's just life. Life inspires me. Just seeing different things, leaving like, going out of town, just seeing different people, experiences that I would have with different people. Those type of things really, really inspire me to, you know, make music. It could be something that's just very, very small, that could just inspire me. It could be a situation that I go through, uh, in my everyday life, um, that would trigger something in my mind to say, hey, I need to go in here and make a song.
Right. Absolutely. That makes sense. I think it's important to have that inspiration, that passion that drives every day what you're doing. Did you ever have any doubts about like whether music was for you or not, or what's have been some of like the challenges, I guess, of your journey so far?
My challenges will probably be how my to get it out there more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't focus on that much because I just continue to just keep creating. I feel
Right.
like I'm evolving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Each day I create music, I'm evolving. Every time I make a song, I feel like I'm getting better each time. So, I don't really focus on what the challenge is. But if I did have to say a challenge, it would definitely be, just getting heard by more people.
Okay, right.
That's
And
it.
what have been your main ways for doing that? Like, I guess with the quarantine right now, we have social media, we have um, just like sending out music through Twitter
Yeah,
or Instagram. What have been your main ways of reaching your audience?
that's it. That's it.
Social
Social
media.
media. Yeah, social media most definitely. Instagram, Twitter. Just reaching out to these blogs.
Hmm. Right. I think that's key. Do you feel like that's helped you at all in terms of
Most
reaching a
definitely.
new audience?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That's
Yeah.
exciting. And then with this new album, what's going to be your approach for, pushing it out there and making sure people hear it? Do you do any like in-person shows or promoting or anything like that?
Yeah, hopefully, by around the time I drop it, a lot more things, like a lot more opportunities with shows will open back up for me to do that, because that's my next plan, is to do the shows and have the shows go crazy, because I got so many ideas and visions that I want to get out there with my shows and everything. So that will most definitely be the platform that I will use, and it's just still continuing to do what I do with social media and the blogs, and Twitter and Instagram and everything, and just blasting my music out there.
Right, right. Definitely. So you're building a web presence. You want to do a little bit of in-person promoting. Did you have any like shows or things that got shut down before the quarantine?
Mm-mm. No, I didn't. I didn't. Even before the quarantine, I didn't. I didn't. I was just dropping music on social media. I wasn't really, going out there to kind of like promote it like that. I was more just doing it on, just having fun with it. Then when the quarantine happened, that's when I had just got so much time to just be in the studio. So then that's when I had created OG Meezy, and yeah,
So, okay, so that was a project born out of quarantine.
yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like it was easier to get inspired and work on that project because you couldn't go anywhere, or was it harder for you to make that album because you couldn't go anywhere and you didn't have inspiration?
Nah, nah. It was easier. I would say it was easier.
It
It
was
was
easier.
yeah, it was definitely easier. It was definitely easier for me to focus on who I was and what I was actually doing.
All right. So, did you spend long days, long hours in the studio, or what's your creative process for what it took to make this album? or
Um,
that?
yeah. If I'm yeah, I definitely spent long days on it. When it comes to me making like a song or something like that, I normally don't try to spend super long on creating a song. If I spend like a long time in the studio, it's me creating kind of like multiple songs. If I'm spending like a long time on a song or something like that, I probably would just skip to something different or
Hmm.
trying to make something different. But yeah, I definitely had days where I made probably about 2 or 3 songs in a day, or I probably had a day where I just made one song, throughout that day.
Hmm. What is that based off of? Just like how you're feeling in the moment, or
Where
your
yeah,
creativity? Do you kind of just make things off of the just spontaneously?
yeah, definitely, yeah.
You do. So can you freestyle, or what's do you write before you go in?
I do kind of both. I can, yeah, I guess say a little bit. I more or less do like kind of like, I focus on the melody and what the melody would be. You know, that would kind of be my recording process. And then after that, I would just play the melody back probably about like 10, 20 times and just put words into what the melody is.
Okay. Okay. So everybody's creative process is different. I think that's definitely, if it works for you, that's great. Um, and then one other thing, I wanted to ask you, I guess, about your goals for the future. So, as an independent artist, you have a long way to go in terms of what's your main goal? Do you want to get signed? Do you want to get a Grammy? Like, what are some long term goals?
My long term girl, I would definitely, if I get signed, it would definitely have to be like the right, uh, you know, situation. I'm kind of having fun with what I'm doing independently, just doing my own thing, being able to just, come out whenever I want to come out. Um, but definitely my long term goal would just always to be inspired and to inspire somebody that's, kind of like me, that's kind of like, trying to beat the odds. Or anything like that, and it definitely just to continue to just do something different that nobody else is doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's important. And I think, you touched on it a little bit. As an independent artist, you do get a lot of creative freedom to have control over that. So,
But
just continue to make music, let your creative freedom kind of flow. And we'll be on the lookout for the EP that's dropping in October.
thank you. Yeah,
Of
bet.
course. It was
Right.
great having you. I really appreciate you coming on the show to talk about, who you are, what you do, your new single piece. I'll make sure to send you a recap of this. It's going to be on the IGTV. But in the
Of course.
meantime, make sure you continue to send us your music so we can support and promote it for you as well.
Right. How you rocking with it? You like it?
I do. I do. I really like the single actually. The
Okay.
the piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think it's different. And when I heard it, I played it for my sister actually too. I was like, "What do you think about this?" And she's like, "I like it. Like he sounds like an Atlanta. You have an Atlanta sound." That's what she said. So I was like, "Yeah, you do kind of do."
Yeah. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Thank you again, and we'll be in. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. That was Mcknight in the building. He wrapped up a great interview. We're talking about his new single "Peace," which you can find on every available platform that there is, Spotify, Apple Music. And he also got an EP coming out in October. So we talked about that. What can we expect from it? And more. So if you guys want to see a recap of this interview, he definitely dropped a couple gems. You got to find them. They're hidden in there, but he did. It's going to be on the IGTV. And yes, this is Tally Spencer. This is Remix Magazine, and have a great Wednesday, everyone. Bye.